Hi everybody and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about what to do when you don't believe that it will happen for you. And what do I mean by when you don't believe it will happen for you? Well, it can be lots of things. So what is that thing for you that you don't believe can happen? Is it losing weight? Is it getting fitter? Hello, welcome. Is it feeling like everyone else has things under control? People are more organized than you? What is it that you think that actually it can happen for other people, but I don't believe it can happen for me? Now, it's really important that we try and challenge this mindset because it can really hold you back from reaching your goals and your dreams and your desires and your potential and how God has designed and created you to be. And it's one of the most common self-sabotaging behaviours that I come across. So we're going to be looking at 3 things that you can do when you don't believe that it will happen for you. And the first thing is to not make assumptions. Hello, hi Gillian. Yeah, please do say hello if you're watching. Give me a like, give me a comment. I can't see who's watching unless you comment, so it would be lovely if you could say hello. Yes, so first thing is don't make assumptions apart from assuming that everyone is on their own journey. Because it's really easy, isn't it, to look around and think, oh, it's all right for them. They've always been fit. It's all right for them. Hi, Andrew. It's all right for them. They've always been slim. They've never had to struggle like I have. It's all right for them. They haven't got any health problems. Don't make assumptions. The only thing that we should assume is that other people are on their journey too, because you don't know what's going on. It used to really frustrate me after I lost quite a lot of weight when people would say, oh, it's okay for you, you're slim, or people who've only really known me smaller will just, assume that actually I've never really had a particular battle in that area. So don't assume that, because people will be on their own journey and actually they might have had to work really hard or be working really hard at it. So that's number 1. Don't make assumptions apart from assuming that everyone else is on their journey. And what you can do is surround yourself by people who are also on a journey, and maybe some people who are slightly ahead of you on their journey, or you perceive that they're ahead of you on their journey, and that can really help you. And I love reading stories and testimonials about people and what they've been through and what they've overcome, and it can be really encouraging. So surround yourself with people also on a journey, but also people who are maybe a little bit further ahead than you that you can learn from. Okay, number 2 is choose the harder path for now. Now, it's hard to choose hard, isn't it? But you've probably heard me say the harder path gets easy and the easy path gets easier. And it's hard to change habits and behaviours. It doesn't happen overnight at all. And if it does, it'll be in your own strength and your own willpower, and you might not have delved deeper and worked out some of those foundations. So dig deep, take the harder path, and believe that things will get easier. If you stay in the easy lane, then it might be easy for now, but what happens later? It will get a little bit harder and a bit more challenging. So choose the harder path for now, because it will get easier further on, and it won't happen overnight. You can't expect to suddenly be healthy or suddenly be free from thinking about food. God is able, of course, to do miracles, but sometimes he wants us to meet him in it as well. So you do need to put some effort in, learn what you need to do and take the right path, but it might be harder. You don't just choose a jigsaw puzzle and think, oh, that's an amazing picture, I'm going to get that puzzle, open the box, and then be a bit disappointed that there's 500 pieces in there. It's a bit of a journey, bit of a puzzle, and it might be boring at times. It might be a bit of hard work at times. All those pieces that are just grass or sea or sky. It's not very fun at times, and it's hard, but the bigger picture is brilliant. So put the hard work in now and it will get easier. And remember, what's the alternative? What's the alternative of not actually taking some steps and taking some actions? what's the alternative? You stay as you are, or even things get a bit worse. Okay, and number 3 is remember that God has already got the victory. So we need to take hold of that trophy that he's holding up with him, and don't cling on to other stuff that you like to hold on to because it's familiar. So cling on to the trophy and the victory that God has given us. Hi Pam, not something that's familiar. So you might need to let go of some stuff in order to hold on to the cup and the trophy that God has. Because with God, all things are possible. You need to believe that and hang on to it, and whatever that means for you. So that might mean reciting Bible verses, singing songs, praying about it. Claim that victory. I've got a few verses here that I want to finish off by reading. But God said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, though that Christ's power may rest on me. And you can find that in 2 Corinthians 12:9. And then in 1 Corinthians 10:13, it says, no temptation has overtaken you, except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. In John 16:33, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Ephesians 6:13, therefore, put on the full armour of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything, to stand. And James 1:1-5, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among nations, greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith provides perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. So that's just a recap of some of those verses about Christ already having the victory and us having to take hold of that cup, that trophy, and not keep holding on to all our garbage because we don't want to let it go and it's comfortable. It might be a bit of a step into the unknown, but we need to take hold of it. So to recap, what to do when you don't believe it can happen for you. And it can be, anything that's part of your goals or your desires or your dreams to be healthier, wholer and freer and fitter, and to live life in the way that God has called us to. So a bit of a recap. Don't make assumptions apart from assuming that other people are on their journey too. Don't assume that others have it easy, that they've always been fit, that they've always been slim, that they don't have to work at it, that they've always been as healthy as they are now. Make an assumption that everyone's on a journey, and surround yourself with people who are on a journey and learn from them. Number 2 is choose the harder path for now. So the hard path will get easier, but you might need to do some groundwork and put some effort in for things to get easier down the road. And remember that puzzle, it doesn't just come together. Some bits are boring, some bits are hard, but the bigger picture is great. And 3, remember that God has won the battle and has the victory, and you can take hold of that and claim it and not cling on to the other stuff, which means you can't hold that trophy. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Do give a like or a comment, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.